Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to squeeze my fingers here for me. Okay, this time, okay. So strength is 5 out of 5 there. Now we're gonna be assessing the elbows here. So I'm gonna have you put your elbows up here. Now extend them out for me. Bring them back in. Good. So flexion and extension is good. Now we're gonna assess the strength of the biceps, the triceps. Okay, so now gonna have you put your arms back in that position for me, in the flexing position. I'm gonna apply some pressure here, kind of resist towards us the best you can. Okay, and I'm gonna bring it towards me. Good, strength is 5 out of 5 there. Now we're gonna assess the range of motion of the shoulders. So we're gonna have you do flexion, which is gonna put your arms straight out for me. Okay, you relax. And now we're also gonna do extension. So I'm gonna have you kind of bend your arms out for me there. Out. Okay, and now we're gonna do internal and external rotation. So grab your arm here. We're gonna do external, do motion here. Now internal. Okay, we heard a little pop there, that's okay. Now I'll do it here. Do external, now internal. Okay, relax there. And now we're also gonna do abduction and adduction. So just kind of in and then out to the center of the body there. Okay, good. Now we're gonna assess for the cerebellar coordination. So I'm just gonna have you kind of tap your fingers with your thumb there as you can there. Alrighty, now also I'm gonna ask you to flip-flop your hands on your thighs for me. Awesome, both are normal and well coordinated. So now we're gonna assess the DTRs of the biceps and the patellar and the Achilles. So we're gonna start off first with the bicep. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hammer here and I'm gonna provide support for my patient here. And with the point of the hammer, I'm gonna tap my finger or my thumb here. Okay, contraction is one there. Okay, contraction is well there as well. So now we're gonna also do the patellar here. This is be here on the knee with the flat end of the hammer. And tap. Okay, good contraction. Now I'm gonna have my patient lay flat here, and we're gonna check the patellar. Okay, so I'm gonna have you lay flat for me on your back. Now patellar on the flat part of the foot. Okay. Awesome. Alrighty. And next we're gonna do we're gonna move to the abdomen. I'm gonna kind of move this a little bit here just to see a little bit better. We're gonna be doing the abdomen. We're gonna auscultate all 4 quadrants of the abdomen with our stethoscope, and then after that we're gonna move over to the to check for a bruit with the bell of our stethoscope. So we're gonna start at the right lower quadrant of the abdomen, then the right upper quadrant, the left upper quadrant, and then the left lower quadrant there. Okay. Now we're going to be assessing for a bruit. So we're going to be checking the aortic, the iliac, and the renal arteries. So for aortic, we're going to start the midline here, the midline of the abdomen here. And then for the renal, we're going to do the right upper quadrant here, and as well as the left. For the umbilicus here, and then we're also going to do the iliac. We're going to assess the left. And the right. Okay, no brute noted there. And now we're going to percuss all 4 quadrants for tympany, dullness, and tenderness, or flatness, sorry. Okay. Okay, no tympany or dullness or flatness there. That was normal. So now we're gonna also do for palpate now for any tenderness or masses. Okay, apply some pressure. Okay, no masses or tenderness noted there. Now we're gonna palpate the liver and the spleen. So for the liver, I'm gonna place my left hand on my patient here, the mid abdomen here, and I'm gonna ask him to take a deep breath. Okay. You can feel the edge of the liver there. And then for the spleen, we're gonna ask our patient to lay on their right side, knees bent. Can you go ahead and hit your right side, knees bent. Put my left hand in the back here, and then here midline as well. And ask my patient to take a deep breath. Okay. And spleen is not palpable, which is normal. Now we're going to be doing the lower extremities here. So now we're going to do the hips, and we're going to check for extension. Sorry, not extension. For flexion, abduction, adduction, and abduction, internal rotation, and external rotation. So we're gonna have our patient lay on their back here. Okay, so I'm gonna have you bend your knees up for me, and you can do one at a time here. Okay, and we're also gonna do check for internal rotation, and then external. We'll do this one. Bend your knee here, please. Okay, now we're gonna do external rotation, and then internal rotation. Okay, relax there. And then now we're also gonna check here, assess for the knees, so they can check for like bending, extension, and flexion, and against resistance here. So I'm gonna have you bend your knee here and then out, and this one as well. And out. Now I'm going to ask you to put your feet flat here on the surface. Bend your knees and then flat like this. Okay. Now we're going to check for resistance and apply pressure here. Okay, good. Alright, strength is 5 out of 5 there. And then we're going to also assess the ankles. We're going to check for dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, and rotation. So here, you'll kind of extend your feet out here for me. Now, I'm going to have you point your toes towards you, then out. Okay, and then kind of try to check for rotation here. Okay, good. Alrighty. So now we're also going to check the strength there. So we're going to have them kind of push on our hands here. I'm going to apply some pressure here. Don't let me push it forward. And we're going to do the same here. Okay, strength is great, 5 out of 5. And then next we're going to assess for the range of motion of the spine. So now we're going to have our patient stand up. Can you stand up for me? And then kind of come a little bit towards over here. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna have you touch your toes here for me. Bend down, touch your toes, come back up. Slowly there. Alright, good. Now I'm gonna have you twist your body here, kind of like a washing machine motion. And then side to side. Okay, now try to extend your spine back. Okay, the extension is good. Now we're gonna have you close your eyes and we're gonna be testing for the Romberg. We're gonna be doing this for 20 seconds. Close your eyes for me. And we're gonna make sure our patient doesn't fall here. Okay, open your eyes for me. Okay. No dizziness or any noted. Romberg is negative. And that completes our test here.